Welcome to the channel. I just wanted to showcase a game that I think has a lot of potential. Not something that I say too often at all. If you know anything about me on my channel, it's very rare that I will play these random indie games because there's just so many of them. And no offense, most of them just don't do it for me. They don't do what I want it to do. This one seems to do what I want it to do. You pick your portrait, your name, your coat of arms, the color, the pattern. I'm going to go to continue here. You've got 3 scenario templates. So far, you have got 3 different maps. I'm going to take a look at Winding River. You could change the template difficulty. I think the scenario also does that as well. You can read what it does here quickly. It changes, obviously, the end goals and all that. So I'm just going to leave it on this one, the Winding River. And I'm going to put it on relaxing. Taking a look at some of the settings here. You can read those on the left-hand side, just so you kind of get an idea. I'm just going to start nice and easy. I don't really know much about this game, other than I played it on Game Pass for PC a couple of weeks ago before my Game Pass ran out, and I really liked the game, and I just wanted to get it. But Game Pass ran out, and I wasn't going to pay, 60-70% of the price for Game Pass when I could just buy the game on sale on Steam. So that is what I ended up doing. What's really nice about this game, probably the number one thing, is just the performance. So I'm just going to let it play on normal, right? I'm going to zoom out. My specs are going to be in the description, like that's anything to brag about. Okay? It's just smooth. It's smoother than Civilization, even like without anything on the map. Like it works. I'm not saying it never, ever stutters, but it's good. Look at the shadows. There's none of this weird-ass shit. Now, when you zoom in, notice how it starts to even out, and then it starts to feel like you're playing World of Warcraft? Well, middle mouse button, you can still tilt. So even though you feel like it's kind of tilting too much when you get to the ground, tilt that shit down if you want, like that. You can really pick and choose, and then you can turn, you can move. It's just a thing of beauty. Okay? And that's it. That's the video. Really. Honest to God. I just wanted to show you that. So now I'm just going to pretend like I know what I'm doing. And I'm going to start... know what I'm saying? I'm going to start connecting some of these roads. These points. Don't know if it matters if I put it here. Like, I don't actually know what those are. Other than the obvious that it's probably some sort of... connection. Bear with me here. It probably, excuse me, probably doesn't really matter. I'm just kind of doing this just to kind of show you that you can do this. Now, from here, what I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to design a road that goes to here. I'm pretending like I know what I'm doing. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I just want to get this going. Season, game speed, you can read that. Good thing the pumpkin head's not in the way. That way you don't get distracted by that. I think one of the first things I am going to do is, I'm really sick, so you'll have to forgive me. I'm going to build a logging camp. When you build something... Oh, what do we got over here? Something shiny. Is that gold? Is the grass on fire? Is that sulfur? Probably sulfur. When you go to place something down, you hold down that left mouse button, and what'll end up happening is you will have the ability to turn it. So here, I'll do something like this here. I'm holding it down. See? I could turn it. But then when I let it go, it helps if I actually let it go. See? Now I can move it. You see that? Now I can, whatever. See, it wants to snap this way. Whatever. That's built. I could speed up the time a little bit. When considering what to build and where, be sure to check all of your regions resource deposit and investigate the soil fertility using the overlays on the right-hand side. That's actually really cool. Underground water. Like, that's actually really, really neat that it does that. So now they're going to automatically go and start building. When placing a new building, the required construction materials need to be physically brought to the construction site. This is done by unassigned families, often requiring oxen to haul heavy materials such as the timber. Once the material is delivered, the unassigned families will perform construction tasks until the building is officially constructed. Whoops. So I'm just going to speed it up, give them a little bit of creatine and some speed. See? For a building to start production, though, you must assign a family to it. Once assigned families are, assigned, they could start working. Look at me talking like I know what I'm talking about. So right now, we don't have enough livable space. But we have families here. We can see the families. I don't know if this is 3 families or... No, it's 5 1 families of 5. 5 families I think I have. Even though it says we have a population of 10, so maybe each family's 2. I'm not too good at math right now. Okay, let's take a look at the new... I almost said the weather, because I was looking at my phone for a second. Let's take a look at the message here. Victory, condition, conquest. You were born for great things. And if God wills it, great things you will achieve. Build up your influence and press claims to all the territories on the map. Once claimed, victory will be yours. I shall unite these lands under my rule. Now it's paused. Let's take a look at this here as I take a sip of water. Getting started, families need supplies, living space to survive. Supplies cost food and fuel, and it can be monitored in the region panel up here at the top. Food will spoil rapidly, even though I have that off, because I'm cheating. Hey, there are options built in the game. Living space is primarily increased by building or expanding burrage plots. I've never actually heard that word before. I've been speaking English for almost half a century, never heard that word before. Then again, English isn't my first language. Mon petit tabarnak, c'est le français. You understand what I'm saying? Don't be like this guy. What's his name? Exactly. Don't be that guy. I'm not even going to say that name out loud because we all know how YouTube is. Okay, so first things first. It wants a storehouse. We got a logging camp. We got stuff here. Let's do woodcutter's lodge. No, let's do a granary, a storehouse. Yeah, let's do that. See how it lines up with the road? So I'm going to do... That's those points again. It kind of locks onto a point. Yeah, we'll... my goodness. We'll do this. I can't really turn it because it locked in. But I can do something like that. Now that looks a little bit more proper, if you will. Oh yeah, logging camp. I gotta add a family to that. Otherwise, there's not much going on. Let's speed that up. Wild animals have migrated. That's fine. All right. Oxen require either an unassigned family to guide them or a family that's unassigned. You can purchase more oxen. No. Hitching post. Do a family there. The more people come as well. Sorry, the more houses you build, which brings more people, you're able to have more people come to work. More families are available. My goodness. This is going to be a struggle. Okay, storehouse. I feel like maybe I should start... I don't want to get too hog wild, but... Where is it? Barrage plot. Yeah. Whoops. I think I'm going to try something first. Let me build a road. Right? Like a road. Literally. Out to there. Maybe out to here. Why? I don't know. It looks good. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build. Maybe not from there. Yeah, maybe from there. You don't want to build too many. Construction cost, plot points. Just gonna start off small here. Something like this. Whoa, not 4 houses. We'll do 3 houses. Like that. You can see the plots. You could reduce it down to 2 bigger plots like that. We'll just start with that. If you wanted to, you could select this. You could make this a priority, right? You could do like high priority like that. Then fast forward it. You can demolish it. You can move some stuff. Like these are the default ones that came with the game. See? Like this one, the hitching post. I could move that if I wanted. Now they're going to go and start building that. Hopefully they don't run out of materials. Because you don't want to overshoot and start building too many things too quickly. Because you will screw yourself up. That I could promise you. Now, logging camp. We've got that. We've got the storehouse. Logging camp, logging camp. What else do I need? A woodcutter's lodge. Yeah, that could be important. You could change the frequency of that. Oh, to save the game, by the way, there's a... Yeah, see, sometimes there's a bug where this doesn't show up. You hit F5 to save. That's what you do. I'm going to call this test. What was I doing? This is what happens when you have ADDDHD. It's real bad, man. Real bad. No. Let me build a road first. Like that. Right? Yeah, just, you know. I know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying. I know what I mean for what I'm trying to say. If that makes any sense. Excuse me. Homeless people move into available Burlodge spots immediately. Click the Burlodge spot to view the residential's, you know, requirements and stuff like that. Yeah, so let's pause it for a second. Now that this house has been built, it's got required, you know, it wants like access to water for understandable reasons. So if you feel like you're getting overwhelmed, you could do this. You can go to, is it farming? Is it industry? I don't know which one it is. Is it mine? No, we're probably not mining. It's not a trade. Has to do with residential. A corpse pit. Well, there you go. The well. And unlike Anno, no offense, it doesn't, you know, it's just, I just find this game is just amazing. That's basically all I'm trying to say. Where do I want to put this well? I really don't know where I want to put this well. Sorry, give me a second here. Homeless people tent. We can't get rid of that. The hitching post. Relocate this building. Well, let's try it out and just see what it does. What's that thing again? I'm starting to forget what certain things are. That's the storehouse. Okay, so maybe I'll... Yeah, I'll do something like right there. Perfect. That's awesome. Maybe I want to come here. Construction. How do I... Give me a second here. Ah, well, there you go. Alt and click to remove the road. Just to kind of clean it up a little bit. What the hell is this thing? Oh, that's the supplies. Can't move that. Now what I'm going to do next to the supplies is I'm going to build a well. Whatever. Just like that. If I have a storehouse, logging camp, I still haven't done that thing yet. The Woodcutter's Lodge, which I think is incredibly important. So again, we have a family there. Check. We've got a family there. That's a homeless people. They want access to water, which they are going to get once we build that. Let's fast forward it again 12 times. Dynamic weather, day and night cycle. There's somewhere in the settings that you can have it so that... I don't remember what I was going to say. I really don't remember what I was going to try and say. Oh, you can have it, see? You can have it so that cosmetic day and night cycle. Mine is off, so it's not cosmetic. But yeah, it's actually doing it. Now then, if I've got the logging camp, the woodcutter's lodge, the saw pit turns that into planks. There is... Maybe we can do something... Yeah, like that. There's a thing you can do under advanced. No. See, I can move that because I created that. That's pretty cool. If I ever, like, change my mind or something like that. Let's speed that up just a smidgen. Woodcutter's Lodge. If I go to advanced... No, that's not it either. Maybe it's this one. There's one where essentially you can control, like, hey, there's so many materials, I don't want you converting everything over. Is essentially what I was trying to say. Let's speed that right up. Because I really want to show you that. All right. Ah, there it is. See? Let's go ahead and pause it. So by selecting the Advanced tab of a production building or artisan's workshop, you can set a reserve and a production limit. Reserve is just that. Workers will not work in the building until you have more of that resource in surplus in the region. Production limit. Workers will only work in the building if you have less of that resource in the surplus region. So I'm going to say, got it. Apply family to that. Now I got to make sure I understand what's going on. Woodcutter's Lodge. Seems pretty obvious. I kind of forget what it does. So you can either, like, read what it does. The saw pit. I just know that. This is the part where you can set the production limit and the reserve. So that's pretty cool. Now if I go to build, I suppose I can just read. See, workers fell nearby trees to produce timber. Great. Here, workers fell by trees, then split the logs, producing firewood. But it takes timber. You could see the icon. See, construction cost. So you chop the tree, you keep the tree, some of it gets cut into firewood, I suppose. And then timber can also be turned into planks. That's why the saw pit... Okay, I see it now. Sort of, not really. It's already been 20 minutes, honestly. It's a little bit, not quite the way I would have wanted things to be. I wanted things to be a little wee bit better than this. What is it? It is rich deposit. Oh, it's salt deposit. Okay. I don't know how to extract that, to be honest. I mean, maybe it's some type of farming or mining. A stonecutter's camp, mining pit. Well, there you go. But that requires, you see that? I don't have that material. So now what I'm going to do is probably end the video, to be honest. So they have water. They might want a church. I don't have the timber for that. Barrage plot. So again, I can start from this corner. And I can do... yeah, right there. Roughly. Oof. Not enough goods. Yeah, so I can do that. See? I can go like that. We need 3. See? We could do 3 slightly bigger houses. Because we only need 5 in total. See? It says here homeless. There's only 3 people that are homeless. Again, back that out. Not low. High. Just an extra little wee kick in the pants. We really don't want those people to be homeless. Because again, it's increasing our population. Right? Which is super, say total population. Yeah, so anyways, I mean, there's really not that much more I can really share because I don't know anything. I just know that this game performs relatively really well. Sometimes it'll look like it's stuttering, even though your frames are locked. If you're fast-forwarding it 12 times, then yes, you could notice potentially that happening for a moment. That can happen. Yeah, so like I said, if you've got Game Pass, definitely check it out. If you think you're even remotely into this kind of game. If you don't think you're into this kind of game, well, obviously don't check it out. But in terms of... the cost is pretty good. I still feel it's a bit high, but... that's just me. You know what I mean? There's so many games I see that are cheaper than this. I mean, it's not super expensive. I think it was like $30 Canadian. It's normally almost 50. Like, it's not a cheap indie game. However, at the same time, in closing, this feels like a much more polished early access title than a lot of things I've played. I mean, there's countless games that I've played that are just horrible. Whether they're cheaper or more expensive, I just feel like this one does a really, really good job. Okay, they want a granary. Fine. What I'm gonna do first. What the hell? Alt. Oh. There we go. Yes, because... well, now I feel like... oh, I can't move the well? Are you serious? I can move an entire logging camp. I can't move a well. Whatever. Okay, fine. Be that way. We'll just, you know, do something like that. Like this. Right? Just so it... whatever. I know what I'm trying to do. I'm not saying it looks good. Something like that. Just so it's sort of whatever. Whatever. I'm still new to this game, like I said. I'm also panicking because this is a relatively-ish in-depth kind of game. And I'm trying to showcase it, talk to you about it, mildly give you some sort of a tutorial on it. And I'm just like, yeah, that's not really happening all that well. Not with my, excuse me, limited knowledge. Yeah, so again, the settings are really good. You could check everything out right from here. Controls, audio, everything. Or you can just... See? See the save? Disappeared. That's one of the glitches. However, again, if I hit F5, boom, saving complete. So it's, you know, it's there. So yeah, that's definitely a glitch. For sure. No two ways about it. To attract new families to your settlement, you need to maintain at least a 50% approval rating and provide additional living space. This last one, and then I'm done. A strong militia is paramount to the survival of any settlement. Luckily, a shipment of weapons has just arrived, and you'll now be able to create your first militia banners to serve you and protect your people. However, we will need more weapons to equip all the people as the settlement grows, either by making them or importing them from other lands. Okay? See, there's an army. You can create, you know, whatever. I'm just not ready to do that myself yet. The pantry. Fine, I'll grow your stupid pantry. Where is the pantry? Helps if I know where I'm looking. The granary. Is that it? Yes. Alright. Where should I put this thing? Right there. That's where it should go. We've got a family there. Family there. We've got one there. I'm just making sure. Obviously, there's no family in the well. Well, you never know. Supplies. And I will wrap this up in just a moment. Because I think something happens once you meet all the requirements of the red thingy at the top there. Something happens. You can also come here. That little plus sign, that little whatever, that's so that you can see all of the, you know, notifications that you had. Let's go right in here. Oh, there's also a really cool mode you can do. It's in very early development. It's even like in red. You could click that. And if someone's out of line, there's a lot of screen tearing. You can grab your sword and chop chop. No, I'm just kidding. You can't do that. But yeah, that's really cool. You can even run with the shift. Come on, get back to work. It's pretty cool. I think so. It's really hard to, at first glance, not see the vision for this game. There's a lot of these games. There's so many of them. How many of them have I made videos on? That tells you everything you need to know. Seriously. Alright. That's it for me. I am going to hit F5. Oh, there. I can just come here and save. Even though there's no save, I'm an idiot. I can just click on, like this was a test, so I can just click save complete override. And it is up to date. I just can't exit from here. I'd have to crash the game out. Thumbs up as always. If you liked the video, does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm and trying to make me more relevant in the search results when people are looking shit up. And if you didn't like the video, well, it's too bad. Go ahead, give it a thumbs down. I'll bend it in half, twist it, break it off in your ass. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, naturally that would be great. But if not, I don't blame you. Thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care, and if I'm lucky, maybe, just maybe, I'll see some of you Ooh. In the next one. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's so much stuff you can do in this game. So much. All right. Bye for now.